We took a trip up to the scenic Green Mountains of Vermont for an annual gathering of overland enthusiasts, the Vermont Overland Rally. The event was held on a picturesque 19th century farm. The fields were filled with vehicles of all kinds. There were Jeeps, Toyotas, and Land Rovers, as well as some more exotic vehicles. There was a real sense of community as the attendees checked out vehicle setups and browsed the vendors. There is no better way to enjoy Vermont than to get out on the dirt roads in the Land Rovers and head deep into the woods.
This is a 1966 Series 2A station wagon. It is a 2¼ liter gas car, full leaf spring suspension. I did a frame over restoration on it. It's actually a car I've had for a very, very long time. We've actually known it since new. Fun little truck. It's been a labor of love for, God, ever since I was driving it in high school in the 80s. So they're not throwaway vehicles, absolutely not. Yeah. This really kind of brings the experience down to like its rawest sensations. You know, you feel everything, you hear everything in the car. Kind of just a real basic, fun experience. I mean, the car is essentially 100% bone stock, so a lot of it really depends on your driving capability. So I think that's kind of a cool challenge. It's been a blast, absolute blast. I'm glad to see that there's some terrain that's this close to home.
This is a 1973 Series 3 88-inch truck, and it's fairly new to me. I've only had it for about 3 or 4 months. Before that, I had a 109, which is the larger truck, but it was a little too unwieldy for this kind of trailing environment. So this truck is just fits the bill perfectly. The truck was damaged by in an accident previous owner, so the last 4 months I've been spending the time, along with help from Mike Sandone and Tim Smith, getting the thing back together, and I love it. The first time I fell in love with the Land Rovers was my uncle had a Series 2A, I believe, and he nicknamed it Ralph, and that's what this guy's name is. It's Ralph, and it's a good memory. It's something that is more visceral, more of a personal connection, almost a relationship, if you will. I mean, I happen to love British cars. People say, well, you're crazy, but it's like you'll get to know every little squeak and every little noise and every rattle, and it tells you a story about the truck and what it's behaving like and what's going on. Yeah, I mean, it took me almost 5 hours to get up here from Connecticut, and it really felt like 2 hours. I mean, because you're just tooling along slowly, you're looking at the barns and the cows and the fields, and I think it's great. It's my first time here as well. I've done a couple other off-roading events with this truck, and it's just great seeing a bunch, big collection of diverse built, unbuilt stock It's a great bunch of people. It's well organized. But yeah, it's been a great event. I'll definitely be back.
We came upon some blocks of solid marble, neatly placed and covered in moss and lichen. They looked like they could have been part of a massive building project, and out of place in their current surroundings. Where did these come from? How did they end up in the middle of the Vermont woods? That question was quickly answered as we came upon a gaping hole in the landscape. This is an old marble mine. Judging by the sheer amount of material removed, it was once an important source of marble. Artifacts left behind are a testament to the hard work wrought by the miners long ago. Now the site is dead silent, except for the sound of dripping water and the distant rustle of leaves far up above. As I headed back to Connecticut, I felt a great satisfaction with my weekend in Vermont. And once again proved, you never know what adventures lie where the road ends and the trails begin.